What's good, YouTube? How's it going, my YouTube friends? Hopefully you're all having one fantastic Thursday, as I most certainly am. I am pumped up for tonight. I am ready for a live stream, and hopefully you're all having a fantastic night as well. How's it going, Greninja? I haven't seen you in forever. I hope you have been doing well, as I most certainly have. I wanted to come on here and let you know a lot of new things are changing with me. I am changing up my style of videos. I'm changing up my editing process as well. I'm changing up everything on here on my live stream. Just to refresh it, just trying to get my own spin on things. But I am going to still talk about my reselling. I'm still going to talk about my life, pretty much. I mean, that's why I'm here. I want to talk about my life. I want to hear about your life, because that's why we're here. We're a community. You are all my friends, so I truly appreciate you being here and hanging out with me. First things first. eBay has been quite interesting lately. I've had so many customers that purchase something from me, and then they messaged me almost immediately after, stating that, hey, my address is wrong. Can you please ship it to this address instead? And that's not gonna fly, because I have to ship it to the address that they have presented to me. Because if I ship it to the address that they email me or message me on eBay, that's not a good idea, because how do I know that it's exactly going to go to them? I'm not sure. So it's like, it's not a big deal with that. All right, well, you take care, Greninja. It's nice to have you here for a few seconds. That was very nice of you. But eBay has been having an issue with that, and I think the thing is, for any of the resellers or people that are interested in trying to buy or sell on eBay, remember that policy is don't be changing your address or sending messages to the seller. Hey, I changed my address. That's not gonna fly. So make sure that your address is set in stone. That's a very, very important thing that you need to have. So that's one thing. Number two, I have been filming more and more. I am trying my best to get as many videos as I can. I have been training for a 5K, but here's the update. The 5K that I would usually run, I can't find it. I can't find registration. I can't find anything like that. So that's kind of a bummer and an irritation. But there is a good thing. There is other 5Ks out there. So my training is not going to go to waste. And just running is not going to go to waste at all, because I feel better. I'm actually losing weight. I think I lost like 2 pounds, which is quite a lot, because that's quite a lot of weight on me personally. Some people that could be very little, or some people that could be a ton, because their weight doesn't fluctuate. So I'm here. I'm just trying my best to make as many of these running videos as I can, and try and get other people motivated, in the sense of, you don't have to run. That's okay. You can do a 1 mile walk at these festivals. You can do a 5K, you can do a 10K. You can just be there and cheer people on, because that means so much to them. And I want to bring that out to people out there. You don't even have to run. You can go hiking. I'm just trying to motivate and present a healthy lifestyle that can be achieved quite easily. It just takes time, and I'm here to help you. I am here if you have questions or concerns or anything like that. I am not a personal trainer currently. I don't plan on being one yet again. I'm not a nutritionist, so anything I say is I wouldn't take my word for it. That's my disclaimer. But other than that, I'm just telling you what works for me. It may work for you, it may not. If it doesn't work for you, always keep trying. And that's the biggest thing about things in life. Keep trying. Keep going. Don't give up. I mean, there's no point in giving up. I mean, you work hard to get a job, right? You fill out the forms, you go in, you do the interview, and it's so irritating. But the really cool thing is you worked really hard to get that job. So why would you quit right away? It just doesn't make sense. You work really hard to lose weight or to gain weight or to run or to hike or to cycle or to power lift or to bodybuild or to swim or whatever it may be. You work so hard. Why would you just give up? I mean, it's like calluses, and life is about calluses, and you got to work yourself very, very hard to get where you really want to be. You know what I mean? Hey, yo, sorry I haven't been here lately. I've been dealing with some things. Hey, no worries, Pokemon Nick. No problems. I know, I understand that for sure. I haven't been really active in the Discord or on Mike's channel very long, so I apologize for that. Pretty Kitty, thank you so much, Arcade Chaos. I appreciate that. I do. I love her to death. She is such a priss. I mean, I never liked cats, to be honest. So if there's people that don't like cats, I understand where you're coming from. But I had 2 dogs and a cat, and sadly both dogs had passed away, I think within 3 years of each other, so that was a bit sad. And then we have my cat, which is like 17 years old. Ooh, she's an old lady. And you can tell too, because she gets up and she tries to like hobble around, and I'm like, oh man, it breaks my heart. But she's still trekking along, still begging for food, like all the time. I guess that's a Bombay thing, because she's a Bombay kitty cat. So we rescued her a long time ago. Like I said, about 17 years ago. She was 8 months old. Somebody found her crying outside of a Walmart, because allegedly, or not allegedly, what happened was her tail, like the tip of her tail, got caught in those sliding glass doors, and I think they had like damaged her tail or something like that. So somebody rescued her and took her to the vet and amputated just the little tip of her tail, because I'm sure that was quite painful to have a broken tail. And so then they took care of her, and then they put her at a PetSmart, and I think that's where my sister found her, picked her up, named the cat, hated the name, so I kind of put up with it. So I figured out my own name, and then sister moved out, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna name her Keekers, aka Kiki. That's right, I'm naming her, because I'm not gonna name her Spanish name of cat. So yeah, I have one cat left. My oldest cat, Bandit, I had to put him down about 4 months ago, and he was like 20 years old. Almost 20. Holy cow. That's gotta hurt, man. 4 months ago? I would still... This is my first cat ever in my life. I mean, I've had dogs, and that hurts just as well. Just losing any animal is quite painful, because they're like family. And I think scientists did some research where they're like, where it's like when a pet actually passes away, it's like losing a family member. It's the same type of grief process, and it's quite painful for many of us. And I'm still pained by losing my Rocky dog, but he lived a very good life. He was 13. I could talk about my animals all day long, but yeah, he lived to be 13. Very, very happy that he lived that long. And that we rescued him, because he was in a litter that was left on the side of the road, which I don't understand why people could ever do something like that to animals. But we're here to save them and make sure that they have happy homes. And it sounds like Bandit, I think that's the one. Bandit had a very, very good life for 20 years with you. Hopefully the majority of the 20 years since he was a kitten. spent it with you, and you got to enjoy it, and he got to enjoy it. And I think that's the biggest thing is animals really do enrich your lives, and I think that's really cool. You got to find things that enrich your life and make you happy, because if you don't live a very happy life, then sometimes life doesn't continue to go your way because you're not putting out that positive energy, which I'm not a hippie. I know you may think I am one, but I am not a hippie. I will say that if you put out what you want to receive, and I know that's the hardest thing because sometimes we're in situations where we're like, I'm struggling to be positive right now. So much going on. I lost my job, yada yada, this, that, and the other. How am I supposed to ever be okay with this? Like, how am I supposed to be putting out positive energy? What's this weird guy talking about? Like, giving out all this advice and he can't even do it himself. But the thing is, you just got to keep trying, and that's the hardest thing. But it will get better, just like with anything. Remember those calluses that I was talking about? Life is with calluses. It'll get tough. You know, you keep working, it hurts at the beginning. You keep working, hurts. Then your skin adapts, and it starts to thicken up, and you get that thickness, and you're just like, I can do this. I can do this. It's not a big deal. I've been through it before. It'll be okay. I'm good to go. I can do this. I'm not worried at all because I have gone through this, and you get tougher as you go. I guess maybe as you age, you get tougher because of different situations you're put in. For me, at the beginning of high school, at the end of high school, I was really mildly sociable. I could talk to almost anybody. I got to that point. And then after a while, I was just like, I don't know, I guess something happened. And now my late 20s, I'm just closed off. And that's not a good thing. It's not a good thing to be closed off like that because there's so many opportunities. There's so many people that you can possibly help, including yourself. And if you close off to the world, then you're really not able to, succeed in the way that you're really wanting to. You know what I mean? So it's like just recently, maybe the past year or so, I've been really, really trying my best to get out there, being a little more sociable, which is another reason why I want to train for the 5K. I'm not ready for a 6K. I'm sure I can put my body through it, but that's going to be hell, and I don't want to do that. And I'm not a runner anymore. I can do a 6K if I was forced to, or a 10K if I was forced to, but a 5K, 3.2 miles, it's not that difficult on my body because I just run a slow pace at 5 miles per hour. It only takes me about 40 minutes or so because I run a 12-minute mile, which is so slow. It's really slow, but that's okay. And that is how I look at it, where I'm like, this is my life, and I want to run this 5K, and I want to be sociable at these events. I want to go to festivals and run, and then people can ask me, wow, you ran that? Yeah, that was great. And then I can talk to other people and actually bring you guys along on YouTube. Bring my camera along. Maybe not during the race. I mean, I could. Because it is, like I said, 3.2 miles. But I don't really want to hold the camera the whole duration or have it in my pocket or something like that. It'd be kind of awkward. All flopping around and whatever. But anyways, I digress. I think it would be really cool to, even if I went to a festival or a race, just chatted with people, common interests, because they're interested in being healthy. They're interested in running. Maybe they're not interested in powerlifting or reselling or YouTube, but that's okay. And that's what makes it awesome. That's what makes life and being social and learning other people awesome because you're out there and you're meeting these people that are different from you, and you are open-minded to understand where these people are coming from. So maybe one day you would join them in their type of life, join them in doing something like that. But that's not, I mean, it just, that's just my 2 cents on it. That's just my 2 cents. But I'm just yammering. So give me 1 second. So what is everybody doing for the weekend? Is there anything exciting going on? Anything that's like, whoa, that shouldn't be doing that? Because I'm always excited for Fridays. Mondays and Tuesdays are like my pumped up day. Got a bunch of sales, shipping things out. And then my the rest of the week's kind of like, it's okay. Wednesday's my rest day from the gym, and I do a little bit of work. And then Fridays, I like to get out there and thrift a lot. So I may take my camera and get out there and see if I can find any goodies. And then after that, I'll probably come home, maybe make a pizza. I don't know. We'll have to see how I feel, of course. But I always get pumped up on Fridays. It's not because the weekend's coming up. No, because the weekend, I can't work on the weekend. And I don't really necessarily relax on the weekend. Because Saturdays, I do heavy leg days. And then I'm going to try and run after that. Oh, I've done that before. I think 2 Mondays ago, I did not heavy leg days. I did like 70% of my max and did that and went running. I was like, I'm just going to run for a mile. It's no big deal. Turns into a 5K, of course. So that's when the whole 5K started. And every time I start running, it's been 5Ks every single time. Maybe I walk a little bit or I run, but the majority, the 2/3 of it, I am running just 5 miles per hour. It's just not that fast, but it's still hard on my body because imagine you putting 40 pounds on you and someone says, go run. And you're like, shoot, I can't do that. That's rough, man. That's rough. So absolutely, it is difficult, and it does take its time to get better, just like calluses. Remember, just over and over, my body will adapt, and your mind adapts too as well. So, I mean, if it's painful, it will get better. Just like when I was talking about when you lose a pet or something like that. So it is kind of a struggle with a lot of things. For example, like YouTube's kind of a struggle. I'm trying my best to do live streams and still be okay and still be excited to do live streams. Oh, it's so exciting. I am trying my best, even when one person's watching, even when nobody's commenting, even though I'm just talking to a screen and it feels like I'm just doing a normal video, but I just don't edit. But one can only talk for so long before you just want to give up, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's so frustrating, but I just got to still stick with it. And it does usually get better. And over time, it does get better. Maybe the notifications are not being sent, but there was 3-4 people on here and then they all leave. Maybe I'm not their cup of tea. That's fine. Then I am wanting to engage with people and talk about what people want to talk about. That's why I'm here. For the new people that do come on here and listen, I try my best to live stream almost every day, and the time that I do is 9:30 Central Standard Time, which is 10:30 Eastern Time, and then of course it would be 8:30 Mountain Time, and then West Coast Time would be 7:30. So you know it's 10:30 or 9:30 Central Standard Time, and that's when I usually do it. I usually go about an hour. It's about 20 minutes or so now. I don't know how much longer I can just continue to talk about nonsense because like I said, I need that engagement when I get on YouTube, and that's why I think it's a great community to have when you have engagement on here. But I don't know. I don't know. Give me 1 second though. I got to go do something. I think I left my fan on in my bathroom. So give me 1 second. Let me do this real quick. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. That was just kind of bothering me. I was hearing that in the background. My shower, the shower fan. You know what I'm talking about? Those shower fans. It was on and just kind of that buzzing and things like that. But yeah, I am back. Like I was saying, is it's kind of frustrating when you're on YouTube and you're a small channel. You come on here with the purpose of talking about something, and it's quite difficult when not a lot of people engage with you, and when they do, they leave. So it's like, that's fine, you don't have to stay. I'm not expecting you to stay on my stream. That's fine, but at the same time, it's kind of mildly self-defeating that I do a live stream, because I do it for my viewers. I do it to chat with other people. If I wanted to do a video, then I would do a video and I would upload a video. I wouldn't even want to try and do a live stream. But it's like, I'm here and I try my best, and maybe other people are on other people's streams, which I understand. Sometimes they're more important, or maybe they have more of a rapport. Maybe they're more friends with them. But that's fine. I'm okay with it. People can always replay back my videos and say hi and chit chat with me, so that's kind of nice. But I mean, like I said, it's for the interactions, and I'm working on the social media aspect. I'm just not too concerned about it, because I mean, if I don't get a lot of interactions with live streaming, that's okay. I'll just do them less. I mean, it's no skin off my teeth to do my live streams less, because I'll just do that'll give me more time to get more work done, because I do take my time out of listing items online and things like that to live stream and to say hi to people. Tonight I'm just going to do a half an hour, about 3 minutes away. Just wanted to say hi. Hopefully everybody's doing well, and that my 5K update is getting better. My running is a little bit better. My breathing is not as difficult or strenuous. I'm really hoping that carries over into my lifting, because there's like a certain weight that kind of motivates you in a sense. If I drop some body fat, then I might feel better about myself in the sense of, hey, I'm going to try and lift more weight now. I'm going to get out there, and I feel more confident that I can lift these weights. And sometimes too much body weight isn't good for you at that moment in time. But again, like I said, it's kind of motivating to see the scale go down, because I think a month ago I was 208 pounds. Now I just weighed myself 203, 204, something like that. But yeah, it's kind of cool to just see that happen, and eating healthier and barbecuing more, getting my veggies in, and it's like veggies and rice, all cheap stuff. 89 cents for a pound of rice that will last. It lasted me 4 days, because you don't need to eat that much of rice. Maybe with your meals, with your eggs or something like that, and just microwave it, or throw it in a pan and get it warmed up, things like that. But yeah, it's just gonna take some time, just like anything, and I'm being persistent as I can. It's just difficult to be on this side of the camera, you know what I mean? When I'm used to just watching people, and they just seem so natural with it, and they have a lot of people watching them, but when there's nobody watching them, they're playing a game or something. Like I have never come across a streamer just chatting to nobody. I have not yet. Maybe someday I will, because I think that would be kind of interesting to see, because I'm chatting to absolutely no one right now. Absolutely none. Nobody. Nobody's engaging with me, and nobody's chatting with me, and you can only talk for so long until you're tired of hearing yourself talk, because you would rather talk to somebody instead of a camera. And yeah, but that's just a real quick live stream for everybody that wanted to hang out with me tonight. Make sure that you watch my videos that I worked really hard on. I appreciate that. If you're not subscribed, please do give me that thumbs up. That would be cool. If not, you can give me a thumbs down. But I hope you all have a fantastic night, because it is nighttime right now, no matter where you are. And you all take care. Have a good one. All right. Bye.